purpose of the exercise was to give the college the opportunity to implement its emergency operations plan using the crisis management team, and to see how well that plan was written and if there were any problem areas in the plan. Another purpose of the exercise was to give the local emergency response agencies the opportunity to train in a real-life crisis situation here on our campus. And then the third purpose was to give the college and those emergency agencies the opportunity to train together to see, to develop a good working relationship in the event of an emergency. Full-scale active shooter exercises are a training method used throughout the nation and also overseas to give institutions and departments the opportunity to train for a real-life situation in case there is somebody attacking the school. It started with the planning out the exact type of attack that would occur. So setting up the attack and the entry point, getting the volunteers from student and faculty and staff to portray the role of victims, giving them assignments as far as what their roles would be during the exercise. And there were probably close to 20 of the students who were actually prepped and dressed with very realistic looking wounds that simulated either fatal wounds or critical wounds as a result of the attack. Other areas of realism included using ammunition during the attack. The ammunition was blank, but the gunshots were very realistic. The explosions that occurred at the onset of the attack were very realistic. They simulated grenades. So I would say anybody that was inside that building during the exercise probably felt that this was very real. The agencies that joined us in this exercise were the El Dorado Police Department, the El Dorado Fire Department, Rose Hill Police Department, Butler County Emergency Medical Services, and Butler County Emergency Management Agency. The action in the exercise was well scripted, and that went off flawlessly. And ironically, we did have one injury at the conclusion of the exercise, and as much emphasis that was placed on safety as could have been, unfortunately, a grenade exploded in front of one of the police officers that was portraying the role of an attacker. We had some thoughts about where our weaknesses were, and the exercise confirmed those areas. We learned that we need a more extensive public address system on the campus.
There is an emergency on campus. Lock your building, lock your area, turn off the light, and take shelter. This is an emergency drill. This is an emergency drill.
We learned that it would probably be much safer for everybody involved if there were locks inside the classroom doors, push button locks, so instructors could secure the classroom immediately. But we did learn that our emergency operations plan is effective, it is comprehensive, and our crisis management team came together rapidly and fulfilled their roles and responsibilities in a very efficient manner. To make it as realistic as possible, all the emergency responders responded to the college in timed succession, so that they weren't just parked off campus and then arrived immediately. There was a little bit of delay on the part of a few of the departments as far as staging and deploying their personnel, but those areas are being corrected and were reviewed by those agencies. The way crime is anywhere on any given day, anybody, can do anything, and that's not something you can predict. There is no profile of the type of person that attacks a school or a college. But as far as prevention, we are developing what's called a threat assessment team to provide intervention when we notice somebody that may be having difficulties or problems in their life that could potentially lead to bigger problems. Obviously, when there is an incident like this on any campus, it makes huge news, and it stays in the news, and people are very familiar with it, and they're very tragic situations. In all actuality, there is less than 0.5% this type of incident occurring on any campus. But that's, there is an unknown factor. You don't know when and where it's going to happen. I would say that Butler Community College is as well prepared as can be, because the role of any agency when this happens is to respond, contain it, and mitigate it. But Butler is a safe campus, and we are taking measures to even improve our emergency operations plan. But Butler is a safe campus.